Hi everyone, welcome back to day 12 of the 100-day series of Healing Your Inner Child. Today we're going to talk about bringing joy to your inner child and letting your inner child feel that joy. Now, what is joy, right? Joy is an emotion, that happy feeling that every child should experience, right? And they should literally douse in it, right? And they should feel it in the fibers of their being, right? However, what happens is that because of certain experiences, right? Suppose you all must remember, you can all go back to your childhood and think of certain instances where you were very happy, and because you were a child, you didn't know, about pressures of life or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is that was bothering your parents, say, and you're very happy, and you went to your parent, your mom, your dad, and you were just laughing and smiling, or you were so happy you were screaming, or you were dancing. And then unfortunately sometimes your parent would say something very nasty to you. Sometimes they just smack you, and they'll ask you to shut up. And at that very moment what happens is a block gets created, that if I'm happy, I will get reprimanded, right? So I should not either. It depends. Again, it depends on what your interpretation is of how, you know, you interpret that action of that adult. Okay. So one could be that, I will never be joyful. It's possible, right? Or I will never show my happiness. That's the second thing. Or, um, you know, you feel guilty for feeling happiness because you associate your happiness with your parents getting angry, even though they might be angry for something else. Remember, you're a child, so your interpretation is very limited and it can be very impactful. And what that is actually going to then dictate your life, your adulthood. That's how joy will be perceived as when you grow up, you see. So today we are going to entangle those associations of joy that you have specifically. Hopefully, it comes to the surface and you're able to figure it out. And like I always say, this journey of yours is very, very uh, personal to you. It's going to be different for everyone. The same experience you have as a child and the same experience your brother, your friend has, they will all have different interpretations of it and different impacts of it in their adulthood. So if you're not able, I completely understand if you're not able to do it on your own. Please do seek out one-on-one work with a trained professional, right? And obviously, you can also reach out to me, right? I also do one-on-one work, but I'm not limiting you just to work with me. You can work with anyone, but do do seek that help if you are looking to go deeper. Yeah. So let's dive into this exercise now. Think of that one moment when you felt that joy, right, in your childhood. Okay, because when you do, you're actually connecting to that source of happiness in your life. If you're actually able to think of all those happy memories in our life one by one, we can all bring it together to make it that everlasting light in our hearts. Okay, because remember, every act of joy is a signal to your nervous system. I am safe. I am worthy. I am allowed to exist fully, right? Even those small joys, okay? A chocolate, a swing, a bubble gum, right? Or even a bubble, we used to play with those water bubbles, right? They're all rituals of reclamation, okay? Of rewriting your nervous system and honoring your soul. So joy is not indulgence. Joy is your birthright, right? So let's connect with your inner child and ask your inner child today. Okay. Close your eyes. Again, take 3 long, deep breaths. Ask, if my inner child could have one small treat or experience today, what would it be? Like I said, remember I was telling you that as a child, I used to love playing with Barbies and dolls, right? So that one little thing, if somebody would have got me a Barbie, it would like be the ultimate thing for me, right? You think about your inner child. It could be a coloring book. Think of the child, not the adult. Think about, getting a stone to play with, a plant, a flower maybe, right? Whatever pops up without judgment. Spend a few minutes or even a few seconds to think about it. Yeah. And this is very important. Actually, give it a minute because I want you to write down. So for me, there were like certain biscuits, okay? Or it was also chocolate. Like I told you also, I was obsessed with mehendi, right? Henna. And so, make a list of at least 10 things if possible, or at least five. Yeah. When you do this exercise on your own, give it some time to think about it, make a list. Okay. And the next thing I want you to do is give that joy to yourself today. Commit to doing it fully today. So if you couldn't have an ice cream as a child, get that ice cream for yourself today. If you always wanted to draw or paint, if you wanted certain colors, certain paint, paint colors, give yourself permission to do that painting today. So, what we are doing? We are actually repairing a broken promise to our inner child and we are rewiring old limitations. We are healing that inner child within us that couldn't get a certain thing and therefore was upset or had self-worth issues, whatever it is, because as I said, every inner child will have a different story. Yeah. So make a list and then commit to give it to yourself today, right? And when you're doing it, breathe, smile, and say quietly to your inner child, just close your eyes and put your hands on your heart and say, I am safe, I am worthy, I am allowed to feel joy. And when you're having that ice cream, when you're having that biscuit, whatever it is, feel the joy. Notice how your body, heart, and mind respond. Let that joy flood your body without any apology, without any guilt. Yeah. And then after you're done with this, I want you to journal on these three questions. Number one could be, how did it feel to finally give this to my inner child? How did it feel to finally give this to my inner child? Two, did your energy, mood, or body shift? Did your energy, mood, or body shift? And three, what messages did your inner child share through your joy today? What messages did your inner child share through your joy today? Yeah. And then every day you must look into the mirror and affirm, I allow myself and my inner child to experience joy and delight today. Or I allow myself and my inner child to experience joy today. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed today's exercise and I hope you allow joy into your life. Yeah. And with this, I conclude today's practice. Signing off, Anisha Dutt from Zaria Healing.